What?
Oh.
We'll start with an opening statement from head coach Amy Eagan.
I think we have a lot of learning opportunities from today for our team. We have a young team, a lot of sophomores, a lot of kids that haven't been through kind of some of the stuff we're going through right now with, being first in the league, but still getting picked seventh, and we haven't done anything yet, and trying to manage some of that. We've had a lot of media around this week, and so I think it's a good learning opportunity from our kids, because I definitely think it was probably one of our worst offensive and defensive nights with stuff. I thought they did a good job of their talk on the bench was staying positive and staying together. And that's probably what ended up pulling that out for us. But I thought Morehead had a great game plan today and really took us out of rhythm.
Coach, this has obviously Morehead State's kind of in a bit of a transition, but your team able to still get 7-point victory or whatever it was, and when it got really close, that fight to then kind of turn it back on and get it back out to 10 points there at the end. Do you feel like, trying to take some positives away from it, that shows the growth of the program and how far they've come? Because you can have, like you said, maybe one of your worst nights on both sides of the ball and still get a win on your home floor and keep in pole position in the conference?
Yeah, I would say, last year, I think if we were in this situation, it would have ended a lot different, So I think there's a little bit of growth, but I still think there's a ton of growth that we need if we're talking about winning championships and doing that on an everyday basis type stuff, And so, we'll watch some film. We'll talk to them about it. They know, after conversations in the locker room, they know with stuff. So we'll have to move on. We'll sleep on it tonight and think about it tonight, but we got to move on. We got a big game on Saturday.
And Coach, we talked about it during the Amy Eagan podcast on Tuesday, the look ahead. And I know you were worried about it then.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of still came to fruition tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. They never said it, but I think they, there were some things within the game that happened, some personnel things in that I didn't feel like they game prepped very well. I didn't feel like our intensity on the defensive end was very good from the start tonight. And we had a lot of kids that didn't show up tonight and do what they usually and normally do for us. So just things that, whether they're trying to look towards Saturday, I don't know. But if that's the case right now, I hope that we're going to be ready for Saturday.
The coach, kind of looking at that kind of mental side of the game, I've always been like a believer of the mental part of sports is so much bigger than just looking at the numbers. And kind of what you said today, it was kind of that like looking forward to Tuesday. It wasn't really there. And to me, it kind of seemed like there were some moments where it just kind of seemed like they were just kind of out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of that mentality when you go into Saturday, what is that mental focus going to be like with, obviously you want to take a step forward from this game, but you also have all that pressure with that national game.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly. Going through this with this group and being so young, I don't know for sure how they're going to handle it on Saturday. I know if we handle it like we handled today, we're going to be in for a rude awakening against a team that's been there before. So, it'll be interesting to see how they show up, their mentality with how they show up on Saturday. We'll prep them. We'll prep the exact same way that we do every single game, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Coach, one thing that, regardless of kind of how where the energy was tonight, that still held true was your ability to, again, get the opposition into foul trouble and remain clean yourselves. I feel like so oftentimes when you see a team that's aggressive, that's good at getting the opposition into foul trouble, as a byproduct of that, they often get into foul trouble themselves. But that's something that's been a consistent strength of your team throughout conference play. How are you able to manufacture something like that? Is it just kind of that attacking mindset you have on the offensive side?
Yeah, we talk about it. I think, with our offense, you have to start with an attack mentality, with it. And it's something that we really want to do is put some pressure on the rim, because I always feel like if you can get the ball in the paint, whether that's a post touch or, off the dribble type stuff, it's going to free some stuff out on the perimeter with it. But if you're just playing around the perimeter, you're not going to get as many open shots with stuff. So we talk about it. Our kids are getting better at that, I think. You can see the growth from even last year to this year with that. We're getting a lot better at it. But it's something I think we got to continue to do. We had a stretch there, I think it was third quarter, where we were just shooting threes. And, they were scoring. We've got to understand a little bit better time and score. And, if they score and they're cutting the lead, then we've got to do a better job of getting ourselves to the free throw line or getting ourselves to the rim and maybe not shoot as many threes, especially when we're maybe not hitting as well as we want to. So, just I think again some growth stuff with it.
And looking for a positive, early in the fourth quarter, my observation was it became the Maya Skok show for a couple minutes. She took some drives to the basket there in the fourth quarter. That might have helped turn things around a little bit.
Yeah, she's a refuse to lose kid, so she's going to do everything she can to put us in a position to win. Whether that's her talk, her intensity, her attacking the rim, her rebounding. I mean, she's just one of those kids that has that mentality. She doesn't want to lose.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.